Okay, pilots, I got another unboxing here. And yes, the mail lady was pissed. I got all this stuff in one day. But we got a Dynam box. Oh yeah, Dynam. A Dynam box. Let's turn the light on here. See if we can get a little bit more light on it. And there's my razor. I love Dynam planes, pilots, and I've been getting them from General Hobbies, and the thing about that, they don't sell parts, they just sell planes. That's all you can get, is a plane. And I've been just, you know, trying to look around and find Dynam parts, and they ain't easy. They're just not available no more. And I don't know if we're ever going to get any more. I've sat here. Okay. This is an example of Dynam products. Now, don't say I'm dogging them. I love them. I love them. I've got more than 20 of them. But okay, here's the landing gear from F6F. But you know, where's the strut? Okay, here it is. And when I picked the plane up out of the box, the strut just went, well, you know, fell on the ground. Because what happened, pilots, is when they build these things, they got two plastic bodies that screw in on each side, like so, okay? And that pin, you see the pin there, is already mounted in the strut before it's put together, because once it's together you can't get that pin in there. So I've taken one of my old Dynam retracts. It didn't work no more. That's why you keep all your stuff. And I've took that shaft out of it, strut, and I'm gonna have to put it in this one. And then after I painted my other Hellcat, I got paint on the gear. Look at there, there's paint all over. So that one didn't work. So I'm going to take this apart, clean all that paint off of it, put it back together, and hopefully it'll work. Because right now, pilots, you just cannot find Dynam landing gear nowhere. Okay, unless you want to pay $100 for a set of $20 landing gear. No, not me. And believe it or not, Wreckham Roy, you just ain't going to believe what this, I ain't going to call him nothing, but mine and your unique F4U. You know that real beautiful prop that's on the front of that plane? There's somebody on eBay wanting 60 bucks for that prop. $60. Are you kidding me? Come on, man. You ain't ripping me. I'll find another that fit if I never need one. All right, here we go. This is the plane we're talking about now. I've been wanting this plane for a long time, folks. I mean, a long time. I was waiting because I was trying to find a Tiger Moth. The Tiger Moth was available a bit ago, but before I could get the money up, they didn't sold the last one. So I got that one somewhere off eBay. I don't know if I think I did get that from General Hobbies too. Yeah, I believe I did order that one from General Hobbies. And I seen where they had this one in stock, and I said, well, I better save up and get it before it gets gone. Because pilots, people wanting a lot of money for these things at them swap meets. I found one down there when I went down there with Jeff in Lower Alabama to Perry. And heck, they was wanting more money for a brand new one. And heck, man, the thing was about to fall apart sitting there on the bench up for sale. And he was wanting more money for it than you could get a brand new one. So, you know, when stock gets down to where there's none available, if anybody's got something like this sitting around their house, they put it on eBay for $700. And there'll be somebody to give it to them. But not me. But there'll be somebody. And I'm watching a Durafly ME163 that's got the Japanese scheme on it. But the guys want $242 for it, $200 plus $42 shipping. And I then emailed him. I told him I'll give you $200 for it with free shipping. He emailed me back, I'll think about it. I really don't want to get rid of it. That's why I'm asking so much money for it. Yeah, okay. Back to this plane. The Dynam Albatros D5A. This model was flown by the Red Baron. And yes, he did fly a triplane too, but that was a later model. He did fly this, and he did have the most kills in this plane. He loved this plane. He got, like I said, more kills in it than he did his triplane. What is it? What is that? D7? D7, I think is what that one is. So we're gonna open this Dynam box up, and I'm gonna see if I got everything here. It's got some wonderful detail as far as the engine and machine guns, and y'all know how I am about the guns. I don't like it. Of course I don't. Let's see. No, there ain't even no piece of tape on it, so I guess I need to worry about it being open. No, there's no tape on it at all, so let's get it open here. Sometimes, Pots, when you open a box up, maybe the fact the tape's been cut, you kind of shiver there a little bit. Yeah. All right. First thing up on the box here I'm going to show you is the decal sheet. Now, this is all wrong. All wrong. It's all trash. World War I planes didn't have that type of cross on it. I don't know what Dynam was thinking about. I don't have a clue. And this came in today too. I tell you, my mill lady was pissed. I could hear her cussing on out. I wouldn't go out there and help him. Oh man, they got this thing wrapped up in cardboard so it won't get bent. Let's see what we got here. You got it wrapped in cardboard after it gets out of the box. Okay, really good. Let's take a look at my new decals. Now this didn't come from, our usual source. That's instructions on how to put them on. Okay. That's what's supposed to go on a World War I plane. Okay, I'm supposed to have two at that size. That's going to go on the rudders. There's the size going to go on the side. The side it's going to go. The size it's going to go to the side. Yeah. Got two of them, and then there's our big wing. $10. $10 price. eBay. Search RC airplane decal sets. A whole bunch of them comes this way. From all over the world. But yeah. Oh yeah. Okay. I'll tell you what, with that big of a cross on it, you save your decals, save everything. I mean, I've got little cubby holes with this, with that, with this, with that. And I got to sit there and search every one and find something I'm looking for, but I got it, I'll find it. All right, okay. That's tight. Small box here. Man, I tell you the truth though, I've seen a lot of unboxing videos of this plane, and it does look like they've done a little bit more to keep it from getting damaged. I see bubble wrap around parts. I see tape holding styrofoam braces in. I mean, Pilot Robert unwrapped one. It looked like it's about to fall apart on him. But when you're out in Slovenia, ain't really a lot of guarantees you got. You can mail it back. It'll take you another 6 months to get another. All right. Oh goodness, here's our famous pilot. The little 10-year-old kid that's flying this big 1/9 or 1/8 or 1/7 scale plane. We got this little kid flying it, but that's all right. I got nothing coming, and you ain't gonna believe it. You just ain't gonna believe it. I'm gonna wait. I ain't telling you. You ain't gonna believe it. And we got their big yellow prop. Now, I've seen some pilots do paint jobs on this prop pilots and made it look like wood. I mean, the guy just made it look like freaking wood. He took paper towels. He put a coat of brown on it, and he'd take a piece of paper towel and just kind of drag it across it and let that dry. Then he'd put another coat on it, and then he'd drag that towel across it and he'd let that dry. And then he'd put like 4 or 5 coats of clear on that thing, man. Now, I know the prop might have been out of balance when he got done with it, but it looked like a wooden prop. I tell you, it looked like a wooden prop. But let me show you what I'm gonna put on mine. Oh yeah, that's exactly the right size. I nailed that one. Okay, there's our original prop. And that's what I'm putting on it. This is a wooden prop I ordered off eBay. I'm not really sure what name brand it is. I don't see nothing on it. But it's a 12 by 6, same thing as this right here is. That's gonna look nice on there, ain't it, Pop? I tried to get wooden props for my civilian planes, and I've got one on my Tiger Moth, just, you know, the old World War I planes that I'm getting here, just a few of them, just a few biplanes. I got the Tiger Moth up here, and the PT-17 I got from Paul, and I've got the one I won from Dave's RC, the 850 millimeter pits. So I got my biplanes on this wall until my B-17 gets here, and it's gonna have to go on that wall unless I got my unless I have my hanger built by then. But that box had a few parts in it, props, little things. Let's see what this box has got in here. Dynam likes to put things in individual boxes. Again, packing, instead of having that big piece of styrofoam there with everything all formed in together. Maybe this is a little less money. And that's why Dynam planes is not that expensive. Still not, if you can find them. Now there's our, oh goodness gracious, there's our engine. Look at that. Supposed to be some kind of 6-cylinder Mercedes engine. And we got, that's our skid that we put on the rear. If you don't want to use the tail wheel, you put that on the rear, but you don't have much ground capabilities handling. And then we got these little plastic rods. See the little rod right here? That hooks up to the front of the engine and runs back to the radiator, because the radiator is in the wing. Got a spinner. Oh my goodness. Yeah. Big spinner. Goodness gracious, look at that to my hand. And you got, oh thank God, I've got 2 tubes of glue. Oh goodness, I love that glue. Looks like we got a prop hub, some servo horns. There's a lot of pilots out there love them servo horns, the way they make them. And we just got a bunch of screws and everything. So there's the backing for the spinner. And then there's your tail wheel if you want to put a tail wheel on it, which I will be doing. And that's a pretty good size one too. I like it. I was telling Kenny the other night, here I got an example right here in front of me. Right here in front of me. Dynam F6F Hellcat tail wheel. Look at my thumb. This comes with, let's see, I think, let me look at something so I'll make sure I tell you the right thing. Well, actually, I don't see it. So I'm thinking that this wheel right here came with maybe the Tiger Moth, if I'm not sure, because I changed one out on the Tiger Moth. because it looks like it's got one of the little cheap plastic caps here on the end of it to keep the wheel from coming off. So that's a clue that it is a Dynam. But my thumb size, okay? Let's see, yeah. All right, here's this other wheel. Trying to get them there. Okay, see, notice that's just a little bit bigger. A little bit bigger. And it's got the same flat spots on it. Okay. So I'm really not sure what that wheel come from. I'm gonna put that one on my Hellcat and see if it'll ground handle a little bit better. Now I can't see how much more weight that's putting on the original tire, but maybe it is. Good Lord have mercy. Look at these two tires, there's my hand. Look at that landing gear. And it supposedly has some sort of suspension built into it. There's the axle sticking at the bottom, at least I got it. And there's two collars on it, at least that's in there. And look here. Oh yeah, just look at that. Just look at that. I would get everything out of the bag spots, but I'm gonna be painting it. Yeah, I'm gonna be painting it. You know, I'm pretty sure that whoever flew that plane back in World War One loved that scheme, loved that color, and I'm sure that everybody that's had one of these planes loved it, or they would paint it different colors, and I've seen a lot of them that's been painted different. But I just can't handle this red and yellow. I'm not even gonna tell you what it is I'm gonna paint. I'm gonna wait and let you see yourself. I might do a video on it, I might not. Vote in the comments. Now this is going to be one of them pilots. If I do a build video now, it's going to be a part 1, 2, 3, 4, and maybe even 5. Because these things don't just snap together now. I hate to call him fat guy flying. I usually call him big guy. But fat guy flying RC, he done a review and build on it, and he said I can't do no build video, ain't no way. So it took me hours to build this thing. All right, we've got a separated elevator with hinges already mounted, and I'm not going to be forcing nothing because you know they could be glued. Yeah, that don't feel like that is moving too good. I might have to replace that. And look here, here's my spar falling out already. Just little things like that, pilots. Just little things like that. Just little things. But you got all the parts here, everything you need to get the thing together. And look at the size of that elevator. I mean, my goodness. That's a big one. And that's got a spar in it there at the bottom. And I mean, the finish is perfect, pilots. I mean, you couldn't ask for a better finish. There's no mold marks on top, as you can see, but on the bottom, I mean, they just like every inch. And on the bottom of the elevator, same way. Same way. But that just comes with it, pilots, you know. I mean, you're looking at a foam aircraft. And here's our rudder. Let's see if it's in one piece. A lot of times you take this out of the bag and the rudder's done, the hinge is done tore already. This one's together. It ain't moving. Oh my goodness. Can you see that? Can you see that, pilots? Are you looking at what I'm looking at? Let me flip it this way. There you go. There's a good picture of it. It hadn't been cut down through here yet. So I better do that before I start trying to exercise my surfaces. Then again, at least it is connected here. I don't see no light shining or no cracks in that one anyway. But I've got to cut that. Looks like I'm gonna have to cut that. Nice finish. There's not too many mold marks in that. Because you can see both sides. Oh, we got a little mark here. Something happened to it right there. Let's see. Let me get my lights on here. Just a little old small place. I ain't worried about fixing it even before I paint it. That's just little love marks. Let's see, where am I at here? I can't look at it. Here we go. Right here. Just a little indentation in it right there. And you see your mold marks there. Not too bad, not too bad. All right, I'm gonna get wings out here. The wings are already together, but there is two of them. Let's get this thing flat for a second. My fuselage won't fall all over the place. It's in there tight. Goodness gracious, I hope them wings got something wrapped around there. They ain't been sliding back and forth, because I believe that's what happened to Pilot Roberts. Is the wing was moving around inside this box so much it kind of crushed the ends and broke his elevators off. I mean his ailerons. Okay. Yep, there it went. Been moving around a little bit. Let's see what we got. All we can do is look. Even if this thing is damaged, and I mean, if it was damaged beyond repair, I might call up Joe and say, look, Joe, man, this thing's just damaged too much. I'm gonna send it back to you. Now, I have got my money back from, you know, Hobbies. They will refund you money. They're not gonna give you no BS. They will refund you money. Well, that's a long wing, 1270 millimeter wingspan, I believe is what this one is. And this is the short one, I think. This is the bottom wing. Yeah, yeah. At least it's wrapped in a nice piece of plastic. Wrapped in plastic. Sealed. Yep, sealed. Oh, got a little mark in it right there. What happened to, oh, it's got some kind of a, oh, that's the bracket. That's the bracket. You can't see it. I need to get it out of the bag. But it just made the bag, kind of put little holes in the bag. Got me worried there. It looked like something was eating on it right there. I don't want to cut my decals up. I'm new here. Like I said, this is the bottom wing. The bottom wing does not have ailerons in it. Yep, my corners are already tore up. Well, that one ain't too bad. Yeah, we got a little bending in the corners there. A little bending in the corners. I'll have to put a little warm water on that, see if I form back out. I don't want to force it with my hand. I want to do it, you know. For some reason, I don't know why. Well, it moves anyway, but it looks like it's got some kind of glitter all over it. Can you see that stuff flickering? There's some kind of silver glitter all over it. Trying to get it to flicker there in front of the camera. I ain't gonna do it. It's just like glitter dust. A little bit of glitter dust is on it. Well, I'll take care of that. I'll take care of that. Here's the one I'm worried about. Yep. Well, that got glitter dust all over it. That corner's been in there. And this corner's completely broke. Okay. Alrighty. That's what you gotta expect, folks. When you order a Dynam plane, you know, it's not a flight line, it's not FMS, it's not E-Fly, it's not MLX, it's Dynam. I can take care of all this. This is not no major problems. At least my hinges on the elevators are still together. Yep, they're still together. I've got servos mounted. There's your radiator right there for the engine. Here's where all them things plug the plastic parts or plastic hoses plug into it. And we got brackets for our wing mounts, wing struts. At least they all there, they're not broke. But I got a corner to fix here. Got a corner to fix there. Kind of work out there and get all this glitter or whatever that is on there. I don't know if you can see it, folks. It's just a little dusty glitter on it. Nothing to crow, look at me. Nothing to crow. Nothing to call Joe about, Joe. Alright. Let's see what this looks like. What's this like? Okay. It's wrapped up in bubble wrap at least. I'm gonna get this last piece off here and right there and something like a bunch of bubble wrap all in there, piled in. Got a Dynam directions. Now, most of it I've seen has had any kind of review build videos or anything like that. They said that, you know, you might can look in there and find your screw size, and that's about it. Alright. Must be down here. Yep, here it is. Okay. Now that's different. That's different. It's not like the rest of them I've seen. Let me show you that when you get it out here. Get off of the rod. Get off the rod. Get off the rod. Well, that clevis. Was that broke? Yep, that clevis there is gone. I usually change out diamonds anyway. Put free wings in them. Free wing gives you 4 or 5 extra ones when you buy a free wing airplane or a jet. They give you 3 or 4 extra clevises. Look at this right here. And that's plastic too, folks. That's all plastic. That's the first time I've seen that on this. Most of it was just painted red. I mean, it could have been plastic on the old ones too, or on the rest of them, I don't know. But it's not really in bad shape at all. Not really in bad shape at all. Cockpit. We'll put our motor and all that other stuff, machine guns and all, go there. It's got a plastic frame around the cockpit here. That's nice. But it's, you know, it don't come open. This is a bottom feeder. A little smudgy dirt right there. Don't matter. I'm painting. Now, this is one thing that the fat guy didn't like too much. We've got our servos for the rudder and the elevators in here. But once you get that bottom wing on, you get your landing gear on, you get your top wing on, you got to take all that back off to get to those 2 servos. So we're going to be trying to center servos before we put this thing together. Let's see here about the battery bay. Plastic, this is plastic, all plastic. Got a little hook over here. And there's room for the 2200, and then you got these 2 ribs here that the pilots have said that they've cut to be able to put a bigger battery in. And where the receiver's going to be going, you got the XT60 here, which got all these wires coming in. I've got to figure out something on the receiver. I might have to put a receiver inside here that is capable of being put upside down with the gyro on. Because that's the only way, because, you know, this top panel here does not open, and you can't put it in there. Can't put it in there. So you're going to have to figure out something down here. I'm going to have to figure out something down here. Maybe even mount it on top of the wing before I put the wing on it. Put it on the wing so it'll be level. We'll be doing that. The paint job and the scheme is going to be all a big surprise. You'll see it soon. I've got a Hellcat to do, and I've got some surface vehicles. When I get a surface vehicle, I got to paint. But that's it. The Dynam Albatros. Let me see. Where's my box set? Let me see what the wingspan was. Yeah, 1270. 1270 millimeters wingspan, 1055 millimeters length. It's got nine gram by 4 pieces. That's the servos. 14.8 volt battery, 2200. What they're saying. It's got a 40 amp brushless ESC, and it has a 600 kV motor. So there you go. 600 kV with a 40 amp, probably the Skylord, I'm sure. I'll have to look at it. Most of the time I change them Dynam ESCs. Okay, pilots, the adventure continues. I'm out.